Papa, you've made a very salient point. So, do you say that the right age for marriage should be over 30? Is that what you're saying, if I understand you correctly?
Honestly speaking, it all has to do with maturity.
Okay.
In the Jewish society, they see the number 30 as the number of maturity. And it is believed that the first 30 years of our lives are learning years. The second 30 years of our lives are within our achieving years. And the third 30 years of our life are within what they call our legacy years. Okay. Now, David became king at the age of 30 and ruled for 40 years. Joseph, 30. Jesus began his ministry at the age of 30. And so it's not just about the 30, but it speaks of maturity. Okay. That maturity is very important. Because I've seen people who are above 30 who are very immature, and others too mature. So it's all about maturity. Right. And when you become mature, you do right. And so somebody that is mature will understand that to marry, I have to be responsible. Am I responsible? Do I have what it takes to marry? And I think people should be honest with themselves, because sometimes all these weddings we're trying to do is too expensive. We waste a lot of money. For instance, take engagement. In the Western culture, you meet a woman and you fall in love with her, even though you don't go through all the stages that we'll be dealing with on the 20th of March before you say I do. And then, so in their culture, you give her a ring, it's a promise and a commitment that I will marry you. Right. In our culture here, engagement is what we call our traditional marriage. And by law, traditional marriage is a marriage. So you don't have to do engagement in our setting here, and then after that go and do the blessing in the church or the ordinance or go to Registrar General.
Where the lady will wear the white gown and all of that?
You don't need all that, because the white gown, the fact of the matter, you wear it once and then after you throw it away. Even when a woman dies, you can't wear it, because by the time she dies, you can't wear it anymore. So what is the use of the wedding gown? Now, I'm not saying that if you can afford it and you have what it takes, you shouldn't do it. That's not what I'm saying. If you can afford it, do it. But if you have to go and borrow to buy a wedding gown, and then you marry, because what you must be thinking about is after the marriage. So whether you marry in the church, or you go to Registrar General, or you do traditional between the two parents, it's all marriage. If you can afford it, and you have what it takes after the marriage to live a happy afterlife, then go ahead and do it. But don't try and do it when you haven't prepared to do it, when you don't have what it takes. It's creating too many problems. I was talking to a young pastor the other day, and he's planning to marry. So I asked him, how much have you saved? He said, nothing. So I said to the bishop, he's not qualified for counseling, nothing. I said, this is a problem. How are you going to marry somebody's daughter when you haven't saved a dime? And he's planning to have a wedding. So what he's going to do is he's going to go around begging for money and marry with all those money he collects from people. And then after the marriage, he has nothing to make the marriage work. And then he becomes a beggar. Then it creates stress. And women don't deal with stress too well. And women and love don't buy food. Love don't buy food. Pretty and handsome don't buy food. It's money that buys food. So all I'm saying is let people be responsible. That's all I'm saying. Be responsible. Plan for it. Save. Even if you are saving 200 cedis a month, 100 cedis a month for some time, you have something. And if you have something and your parents are also adding to it, that's fine. But even with that, you have to be very, very wise, because if you spend 50,000 or 20,000, whatever, on the marriage, and after the marriage you don't have anything, then you are beginning with zero. And that is a problem for me.
Papa,